I want to bring you a unboxing and a installation tutorial and some quick tips about the Google Chromecast. The Google Chromecast is one of my favorite tech things that we have. It's so easy to broadcast, as it says, YouTube, Netflix, and all these directly to any TV just by hooking this up. So I'm going to show you how to set it up and some tips of what you can do with the Chromecast. If I don't get everything covered in today's video, we'll have another video or two. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Let's get started. This is the box that it comes in. Now, this is the second, I believe the second version of the Chromecast. Previous versions of the Chromecast looked a little bit different. They also come with a version that is more surrounded by, or more specific to audio, and then now they also have a even more expensive for the 4K broadcast. But this works for everything that you'll need it for, I'm sure, as far as YouTube, Netflix, and all of that. So let's go ahead and get started in unboxing. So peel these little flaps off here on the side. I use this primarily for YouTube videos, or in Netflix, but we also use it like a screensaver sometimes, just to put on in the background. You can display your own pictures and everything, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is what this box looks like when you open it up. And here's the first look. Sorry, focusing in on this, you can see the camera and my face. Kind of reminds you of something like a Beats or something, doesn't it? But this is what it looks like when you first take it out of the box. This little section will remove, and what is going on here is that it's got like a magnet that fastens to the back. So go ahead and get that opened up. Alright, this is what it looks like. This has a little HDMI connector. It connects right to your TV. And then what this is for is to supply the power. You can do one of two things with this. Most newer TVs now have a USB port. So this piece is just going to connect right in the end. It's really the only connector there for it. I have to flip it a couple times, as you always have to do with USB. Alright, so that part's plugged in. Now you have one of two options. Because most TVs have a USB port, I usually just will unhook this power section here, throw it back in the box, and then hook this right into the USB port on the TV, and that will provide it with the power that this needs. If that doesn't work, or you don't have a USB connector, just plug it back into the power. It plugs right into an outlet and it'll work the same. Let's move on to installation. Alright, for this next part we're going to, you can see this is a very basic TV, but it has the HDMI port right here. So this is just a magnet on the back. We'll take that, we'll plug it right in. Okay, very easy. Lucy approves. You can hear her in the background. Alright, we'll tilt it up here. And this does have a USB. If you can read that on here, but it says USB. It says for service, but typically it still works to provide power. And we'll know very quickly you never get those USB right, if this worked or not. Okay, so alright, we have the Chromecast plugged into HDMI here. We have it coming from the Chromecast going up into the USB port. Let's power it on. Okay, you'll go to chromecast.com/setup. Sorry, it's all squiggly. And once you have gone to chromecast.com/setup, it will, you go on your tablet or phone, it will take you to the Google Home app. If you don't have it installed, go ahead and install it. And then as soon as you open it up, it's going to give you new device found immediately. So you're going to hit setup. I'm going to give it a temporary name, hit continue. It's now switching to it. It's connecting to Chromecast right now. And you see it gives you a temporary code on here. Now it says it's connected. It says, do you see the code on your screen? A5, A4, A5, A4. Yes, I see the code. And I'm going to rename this Awkward TV. Now you can choose whether to send crash reports to Google and enable guest mode. And what guest mode does, it allows the people who have devices in the same room to be able to cast without actually being on your Wi-Fi network. I usually turn that off, but you can change that setting at any time. Hit continue. Okay, it's now connecting to one of my Wi-Fi networks, and we're online. This is apparently some sort of welcome video. I don't remember ever seeing this when I set this up before, but it's been a while since I've set it up. So right now it's fetching updates, which is any downloads or anything else that it needs to bring in. So you can watch this video when you first install it, and it'll give you some tips on how to install and set up and use the Chromecast. Okay, so now it's all set up. As it says right on the screen, to watch on the big screen, tap the cast button from any cast enabled app. So you've got YouTube right on this. This is the Google Home app. So you got YouTube, Netflix, and all that. What you can also do is, while you're in one of the apps, is just hit the cast button. Let me show you what that looks like. We'll pull up YouTube. Or you pull up YouTube, you pull up your favorite YouTube channel, maybe Awkward Bob is your favorite, so you pull it up, and you're watching. So if you've ever noticed this little button here in the corner that pops up on your screen, just hit that cast button. And it'll ask you where you want to cast it to. I'm going to hit Awkward TV, and you're now playing your YouTube video right on the big screen. Site right there, and I don't know if I should be showing his email address, but you can contact him if you want, I guess. Thank you, Adventures by George. Very cool. So, and then you continue to control. You can move the slider on the app, and it'll just, depending on the internet speed, it'll do it quicker. This internet sometimes works slow, but there you go. You just move it right back to wherever you want on the video, just by sliding around. You can also control the volume by just controlling the volume on your tablet or phone. You press up and down, and you see I'm controlling the volume by just pressing up and down on my tablet.